The Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Florida Gators and the Florida State Seminoles. Restate the state of ball again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, one of the storylines to keep your eyes on today that is so fun for the Florida Gators is, will their wide receiver go over 1,000 yards? Why does this matter? Well, nobody's done it for the Gators since 2002. It's hard to believe, but Taylor Jacobs was the last to do that here at Florida. So we expect them to get him the ball early and often. We'll see if they can make a little history today on the field for Florida. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Gators offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a huge impact this offseason for the Gators.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off-play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. On-play action. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
To come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. The Gators send out the punt unit. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. He gets a block, and there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's Quintravion Wisener. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Right back to it. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Out wide left, it's Robinson. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Over the middle, complete to Wilson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Running right, it's ball. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. He's past the marker. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Got him right there. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, man, this kid has NFL-type leg strength. He just booted that into the wind, and that was no problem.
From deep, it's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Noles will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, they drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. The screen, he can go. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires toward the target. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's ball. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Second and long here. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Under pressure. Short pass. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The handoff. Defense all over him.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Out wide right, it's Riles. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Booster!
They'll throw it from the red zone. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Working the ground game. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Plows his way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The Seminoles will go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and...
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. First play of this drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's a give the ball. Shakes off the defender. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. It's dropped after taking the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Right side, it's Pryor. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Wide receiver going in motion. The play fake. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Offense gets set for second down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Singleton. Turns on the Jets. Into the house. Touchdown, Gators. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Quarterback signaling to his guys. To the air, it's Daniels. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lopez. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get the first through the air. Out wide right, it's Robinson. Touchdown, Seminoles! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Hey, just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. At the 35, he's open. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got him downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sundahl in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. This is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's got the first down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Wide open downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. And because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still looking. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Running inside. It's Croma. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. The lead is down to a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the 1st half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores.
And the Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. This time they'll go to the running game. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Takes a hit as he fires. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Churns into the pile. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw one first. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The run inside. It's Croma. At midfield, he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Long way to go on second down. To the back. 7-yard pickup on that one. Third down and 3 coming.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Drives inside. Sees some running room. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Seminoles will snap it on first and 10. Straight ahead, it's Croma. There he goes. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
This drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Florida State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to make the grab and room to run. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Wants to throw again. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Keeps it on the ground. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Sees an alley. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Out wide left, it's Robinson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Got to make the play on fourth. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He slides past the first down marker and picks it up on fourth.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Oh, pressure's coming. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. There he goes! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Right side, it's Wilson. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Rush right in his face. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Smart move to keep it on the ground. All over him immediately. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They used a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5. So just 1 second before the clock would have stopped anyway. The defense uses a timeout here, and of course it'll stop again on the next play for the 2-minute timeout. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Noles decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's ball. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be dragged down, but not before he's put the finishing touches on a win for his team. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. Vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
Happy holidays and welcome to the Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. I'm Chris Fowler inside the Tiburon Theater. We're so proud every year to be able to bring you Heisman Trophy night. The most impactful handoff of the season is just moments away now. And one of these guys will become the 91st Heisman Trophy winner. The four finalists, as chosen by the Heisman balloters, a somewhat surprising group if we're being honest. At the beginning of the season, you might not have thought these would be your four finalists, but each of these guys has earned their way here, not by focusing on the Heisman, but by focusing on their team and doing what it takes to win football games. A reminder of how good each of their 4 seasons were. And these guys talk about their poise, their composure. They've been that way on the field, but when you get to Heisman Trophy night and you get them together and the trophy is in the room, everybody admits these are very nervous moments. Only one of them will have their name read. Only one of them will join this exclusive fraternity. And one more look at this year's Heisman finalists. One of these guys is about to experience a life-changing moment. Okay, we've kept them waiting long enough. All of us want to know who is going to win the trophy for this season. And the winner of the 2026 Heisman Trophy is Byram Brown, senior quarterback out of Auburn. final congratulations to this year's Heisman Trophy winner. 2026 will forever be known as his Heisman season. Thanks for joining us.